So to start clarifying that vision of yourself as a future leader, there's a couple questions that you can ask yourself. And one way to do this may be to journal or to write notes or even to speak into a recorder, whatever works for you to answer these questions. And they're in no particular order, really. What legacy do I want to leave in my organization and in my industry? And maybe even broader in my life. What legacy do I want to leave? It may feel as though legacy is something you think of really towards the end of your career, but you're building it from the beginning. So it is a good thing to define. Another good question for you is, how do I want my team and my peers and maybe my boss and maybe my customers to describe me as a leader? And if you could think about yourself as a brand, positioning is the real estate that you occupy in the mind of your customer. Think about it that way. What do you want your leadership positioning to be? You get to define this. And if you don't define it, you might be doing something that's accidental. So it's worth doing some thinking around that one. Another great question to ask yourself: what specific skills, behaviors, and mindsets do I need to strengthen to reach that vision? And this one may require a little bit of soul searching. Sometimes when you have an idea of the vision, you might want to ask someone who knows you really well that you could trust to give you the real answer, what they think the things are that you need to develop or gaps you may need to close. Definitely worth thinking about. Also, this one's so important. Which values do I want to consistently demonstrate in my leadership? And many of us in our lives, we have a lot of different values that are important to us. Your core values don't usually change over time, at least not that much, but they could change in priority a little bit. It's really worth thinking about, what values do you want to consistently demonstrate in your leadership? And they're consistent with your core values as who you are. Finally, how will you measure your success beyond titles or compensation? That may go to impact, that could go to legacy, that could be who you're developing. But the titles and compensation are the easy measures of success. What goes on that list of measures of success for you beyond that? And this future vision, as you define it, it's your guide. It's a great way to put yourself into the mindset of, what does future me, who is living that vision, need me to do today to set that up?